So it's already been a few months into 2020 and we're off to a shit start. And with all this going on right now, I just want to say I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are social distancing. So, maybe we can get by all this faster. And to all you idiots out there who are still going out and saying, oh no, I'm not gonna get it, so it doesn't matter. Or, oh, I'm, young, and even if I do get it, I'm not gonna die. Well, have you ever stopped to consider that, there's elderly people that may be at your home? And if you pass that on to them, how do you think you're gonna feel after that? I'd assume you feel pretty shit, so do us all a favor and stay home. With all that out of the way, I just want to give a quick life update on what's been happening, and more importantly, the future of this channel. For those of you who don't know, I'm a high school senior that's about to graduate, and with all this going around, we had our graduation canceled. Now this sucks, a lot, because I regret not doing a lot of things, and I think when you're finally put in a situation that everything comes to a halt all of a sudden, you realize how much you really missed out on. For example, I was supposed to go to prom this year. I've never went to prom my past years in high school, so this would have been my first and my last, but unfortunately, I guess I can say that I haven't been to any high school proms. And the one thing I was looking forward to this whole year, which was high school graduation, I can't have that. And after all the hard work that you've done, just to see it thrown away because of this stupid virus, it kind of sucks. And I realize that there are people who have it so much worse too, and my heart goes out to them. But there's too much emotions right now. This shit kind of majorly sucks. So in the meantime, our school has been giving us enrichment activities, which is like homework or classwork. It's just that it's not graded, and it can't be graded because we're a public school and we're not expected to have devices such as computers or smartphones to do our work. Sadly, I can say that I've kind of lost the motivation to do it. I don't know, I just don't see the point anymore. Although in the meantime, I have been dedicating a lot of my time to sewing masks, hundreds. Okay, maybe hundreds is an exaggeration, but I mean a little over 100 at this point to donate to hospitals. And at this point, any extras I make, I'm probably going to sell it for money since I also don't have a job currently because of this whole thing. And it's kind of odd too, when you realize, oh, you don't have work anymore, you don't have school anymore, and you have all this time, it's weird. It's I kind of want it back in a nostalgic kind of way. But fear not, because I have all this time, I have considered trying to be a little bit more active on YouTube, and I'm also picking up, I guess, drawing again. What sucks the most out of all of this is just how I can't leave behind, I guess really not a legacy, but just a little part of me, So that's what I plan to do here. I want to make all these memories embedded in a video, just so for me personally, I can look back at it and cherish it and say, this is the good parts of high school I remember, and this is what I can have to remember as I go on. So we're going to start off with freshman year. So freshman and sophomore year were kind of weird since I was pretty much just hanging around with friends who I knew from middle school prior and not completely expanding my social circle a lot. I'm not saying this is bad either in any way. It's just that I preferred to hang out with people who I felt more comfortable with. And, in the end, I'm happy about it because I got to get closer to them, and that's really all that mattered. Man, we did a lot of, I don't know if it's stupid shit, but we used to walk home every day from school, and we used to take a shortcut through the graveyard. And through that shortcut, all the grasses and weeds would get overgrown, so we'd have to chop it up or get it out of the way, and then we'd have a clear shortcut again. And then once we got past that graveyard, we'd have to walk through a school, and after we walked through that school, usually we split ways, but there was this one moment I remember, and oh god, it was so good. We went to the park, which is right across from the school, and we played tag with whatever the whole playground gave us room to. I don't remember how long that went on for, but it was pretty fun, and it was nostalgic because it was like being a kid again. back in elementary. Sadly though, I'm not close to a lot of them anymore, as it's either they found new groups or they got boyfriends or girlfriends, significant others. But it's okay, I understand that everyone branches out to their own direction. Now I don't remember clearly what year this was. It was either freshman or I guess sophomore year. And I had this friend, I'm gonna put quote unquote, at least I considered them a friend at the time. So this started when I took a trip to Japan and I brought back all my close friends something from there. And this one friend in particular, we used to talk about Puzzle and Dragons a lot, so that stuck in mind and I bought that person a figurine. And right after they got it, they started doing something that like I did not fly with, and it was, I would like this character instead of that character. Or they were pretty much just complaining about it, but like not in like a rude kind of way, but it was just kind of more so annoying. And then after that, I ranted on like my Instagram story, like, I kind of hurt by it, that kind of thing. Ungrateful, blah blah blah. At that time, that person did not have social media at all, so when they came up to me at school and were angry about it, I kind of was like, oh crud, where did you hear that from? And it turns out that it was their friend, I guess, that showed them. I don't know, but I don't know how they made the connection that they put two and two together. The way that I found out was one morning, I'm sitting at one of our usual tables talking, and then they come up and they're like, I am grateful, you bitch, and they throw the money at me as like a straight like $20, and I am just sitting there like, damn, did that really happen to me right now? So I told one of my friends that I was talking to at the moment, hey, you gotta give this person back their money, I'm not gonna take it, I don't want it. So my friend reluctantly goes, and she comes back empty-handed, which is good, that means he took it. So I'm like, okay, good, that's fine. Oh, but that was just the beginning of how extraordinarily dramatic this person was. So eventually this all kind of blew over, and it was kind of like turning a new leaf, and I thought, everything was good again, we can chill. Unfortunately, this person decided to just be more insensitive, I guess, than how they normally are. And I don't know, I guess they saw one of my posts on Instagram because I cosplay. I don't know if I've mentioned that here before. And they said something about my skin color. And if you guys know me well, I'm very self-conscious about how I look, especially my skin tone, and I try my hardest to change it. The way this person worded it too did not make it any better. So when he said it, I just looked at him and I flipped him off. I just couldn't believe that came out of his mouth. He gets angry for whatever reason after that, and then, I kind of just give him the silent treatment. So the silent treatment didn't work either, because then he just got more upset, and I'm out here wondering why, right? Because I'm just, minding my own business. He can mind his. So I'm talking to my friend, and he interrupts. He's like, oh, how come only now you're talking to me? Because he made a remark about me, and I was just not happy about it. And I told him, I look at him and I'm say, dude, like, I know you have a problem with me, and that's fine, I understand, but I'm going to leave this table because I am done with your shit. So I stand up, I walk out, and everyone else also stands up and walks away, and he's just left at that table. And, at that point, it was getting close to bullying too, because one of these instances, he actually hit me, and he was like, why won't you talk to me? And he was yelling at me, and it had like the whole like front of the school looking, and it was just so uncomfortable. And I was just I'm looking back at it and I'm just realizing like how fucking hilarious this was. That may not have been the peak of my high school, but that was definitely one that I'll remember. I'm also realizing that this may be the last time that I'll see everyone too, if they're not, moving away. As for junior and senior year, I don't know, they kind of just felt the same. It was more stressful than the first 2 years of high school. On a positive note though, I will be getting a brand new computer that'll be able to run everything smoothly, cleanly, and I will start streaming from then on, I promise. I've also been trying to complete the national Pokédex for Pokemon Home in hopes that, I don't know, I get this special something, but this should be a representation of just how bored I am at this point. This video was a lot different from other videos, so I can understand if you didn't sub for this kind of content, and I'm so sorry. But hopefully you enjoyed the background gameplay, which is from, I think, Apex's Season 3 during Christmas. Unlike a lot of other events too, I really like this one, I enjoyed this one, so hopefully that my gameplay here is good enough. I just want to take a moment to thank you all. And most importantly too, if you guys can contribute to this cause, such as, you know, if you can sew like me, you know, make masks, I don't know, maybe donate to a charity that can help stop this. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.